Get exclusive merchandise on patreon.com/sonofjeddah.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Wednesday Wisdom episode where I talk about the importance of self-sacrifice and why does it make us human beings significant in the order of the universe. And this piece of wisdom comes from a very important comic book story entitled Dark Phoenix Saga that was written by Claremont with superb art by Byrne. As you can see, I'm also wearing a shirt where Wolverine is drawn by Byrne. And behind me, as you can see, are Marvel Legends action figures of Cyclops and Jean Grey that bring back the memory of issue number 137 of the Uncanny X-Men. This is a story where Jean Grey has been done irreparable harm by the Hellfire Club. And upon learning that how she was manipulated into doing so, or how she was manipulated into being part of it, her pain, her anguish was so intense, and being a telekinetic herself, the Phoenix Force found it to be a perfect host for exercising its power across the cosmos. And in that respect, what happens is that you have a Jean Grey who remembers every bit of pain that she has gone through at the hands of the Hellfire Club, and she becomes so powerful that she can wipe out the entire population of a planet in just an instant. Much like what we saw in Avengers Infinity War, the Phoenix Force in itself is one of the most powerful forces within the cosmic Marvel universe. And now at that time, what happens is that because by the Jean Grey is Jean Grey, and she has her memories, she has her feelings, she has her ethics, she has her strong moral code along with her, and at the same time there is a conflict going on between her own self and the Phoenix Force. And where does it climax? It climaxes to the point where she has to choose, when she realizes that the loss she did, the loss she inflicted upon many species in the universe, just because of being overcome by pain, grief, and anguish, and being further manipulated by the powers of the Phoenix, she realizes that she has done a great wrong. And in that respect, she has to make a choice whether to remain a Phoenix Force and be untouchable by any force in the universe, or do justice, especially for those who were her victims. The most important bit in this happens to be the last panel, where we find the Watcher in conversation with his colleague. They are known as the Recorders. Now, there is a species in Marvel Universe, they are called the Watchers, and along with them are the Recorders. Watchers are the ones who have sworn by oath not to interfere, but rather to watch and describe the events to their colleagues who are Recorders, who record the events of the cosmic universe. He is trying to explain to the Recorder that why Jean Grey is a force of good, even though she became a Phoenix Force briefly and caused irreparable damage to the lives of many. The Watcher says she briefly became the dark side of Phoenix, the Black Angel, Chaos Bringer. Yet when faced with the choice between keeping her godlike power, knowing she would then wreak death and destruction across the stars, and dying herself, she chose the latter. That is what makes humanity virtually unique in the cosmos, my friend. This extraordinary capacity for self-sacrifice. This ability to triumph over seemingly insurmountable obstacles if the cause be just, knowing all the while that to do so means certain death. The X-Men do not realize it. They may never realize or accept it. But this day, they have won perhaps the greatest victory of their young lives. Self-sacrifice is philosophically known as altruistic suicide. And there is a really fine line between the common conception of suicide and the altruistic one. And here one is sacrificing for something that is greater than them, that is for the greater good, that is for justice, that is for avenging the deaths of many. And this story was the second most important story that shook comic book readers in general, because the first story to basically surprise the readers was the night Gwen Stacy died. But this was the second one, whereby we find a very important figure within the X-Men universe, one of the favorites in X-Men universe, and she would end up being dead. Of course, later on she was resurrected, and it was a poor decision on behalf of the editorial. But nevertheless, what Jim Shooter, the editor-in-chief at the time, Chris Claremont and John Byrne came to the conclusion with respect to the Dark Phoenix saga is to help us understand, while her friends, her fellow X-Men, and especially her lifelong love, Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, they all wanted to save her, they all wanted to protect her, because everyone was after Jean Grey after what she did as the Dark Phoenix. She herself chose to sacrifice her own life just so the universe can find peace. That why at times we need to rise above ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Wednesday Wisdom. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and for exclusive content, merchandise, as well as some other stuff, please support me on patreon.com/sonofjeddah, buymeacoffee.com/sonofjeddah. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys next week.